The La Jolla Playhouse has an impressive track record with rock musicals. First, there was the Broadway hit and Tony Award winners The Who's Tommy, then Jersey Boys. Now, the man behind those hits is back in town with a new musical based on an album by the indie rock band The Flaming Lips. Musical director and producer Des McAnuff, welcome to Evening Edition.
Thank you, Peggy.
First question on the books here. Yoshimi battles the Pink Robot. Now, that's based on the music of what some have called the psychedelic indie rock band, The Flaming Lips. Was it their music, their elaborate live shows? What was it that inspired you?
You know, they asked me to do this, and they asked me to listen to the album, which I knew some of the cuts from the album, and I knew a little bit about their music. But I basically put their music in the car and played it over and over. And there's a bit of a story implied on the album, and I'm kind of like a pencil sketch. And I just started, filling it in with my imagination, and eventually played them their music. I went into a studio in New York and remixed the music for the theater piece, and which was one of the weirdest experiences I've ever had in my life.
Speaking of weird, let's take a look at their performance. It's a clip of the Flaming Lips performing at Coachella in 2007.
Great.
Her name is Yoshimi. She's a black belt in karate, working for the city. She has to discipline her body.
Pretty impressive, pretty animated. I've heard the same about your new musical. Tell us what the story is about without giving too much away.
It's really a story that happens on more than one level. So there's the science fiction anime level, where Yoshimi indeed is battling the pink robots, and it's also about a relationship. It's about this character's relationship with two different men. And
a love story, perhaps?
A love story, very much a love story. And then also she is battling an illness, and it's on that level, it's quite a serious story. But it's very magical, and I think it's tremendously uplifting. Wayne's music, The Flaming Lips, Wayne Coyne, it's very emotional, and it's not what you would expect, I think. It's not at all what you will expect.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, did you collaborate with Wayne?
Yeah, we share story credit on this. Although he wrote the lyrics and the band wrote the music, so they are certainly the principal creators of this, and that they wrote the songs. But I was Santa's little helper.
You got to collaborate with them. That must have been exciting.
That phrase is, I collaborate you and you collaborate me, by the way.
You, actually, I have to say that you mentioned that the show was magical, and one of the things about that is that the album had robots on it, and so does your musical.
Yes.
Robots in a love story. So do tell us about the robots.
Well, on the album, there's the robot Unit 3021 actually falls in love with Yoshimi. That's the kind of implication, and so we have all kinds of pink robots. So we have flying robots. We have a robot that stands 17 feet tall in our production. So yeah, there are plenty of pink robots.
Yeah, we were just seeing some video of that, and it seems like there's some people behind the scenes who have to be quite skilled at manipulating them.
Basil Twist, who's one of the, perhaps the principal puppeteer in the country, he's been doing the puppet work and working with Paul Tazwell, our costume designer, on the look of these things. So yeah, it's a Megillah. There's a lot of technology in the show, and although, as I say, it's the human part of the show that I think is most appealing.
Is that why you think it might appeal to people who maybe aren't fans of the Flaming Lips, or who don't know the music?
Yeah, I would say the music's very Beatlesque. They have all kinds of influences, as many bands do. But, I think for those of us who remember the British invasion and love that particular music, it is reminiscent of that sound. I mean, they're very melodic, a lot of harmonies, They use the studio like it's a musical instrument, the way the Beatles did, and so that's the psychedelic part. Yeah,
it could appeal to a lot of people.
I think it's got a very broad appeal. I really do.
Well, all right, we look forward to it. We are out of time. Tony Award-winning Des McAnuff, thanks so much for talking with us. Now, Yoshimi Battles, the Pink Robots, opens at the La Jolla Playhouse next Tuesday, November 6th. Thanks again.
Great. Thank you.